if you want to be happy, if you want to be the best version of yourself, if you just want to be a better person, that you don't want this grief on you, point to that list over there, okay? And look, talk to someone. This is it. This is it. Talk to someone, start a journal, be proactive, okay? Don't lay in bed all day.
Right.
You could lay for an hour or so, but be proactive. Do anything that is going to take your mind off of this awful thing that you're going through. And don't forget to compliment yourself, man, because chances are you are a good person. You do have a good heart. You do offer a lot of good qualities that a lot of people love, but we can't see it because we're so fucking clouded in the emotions that are just drowning our freaking thoughts with everything that put us in that position. Because if you're such a great person, why did you have to break up? But there's a million reasons, dude. You know what? My man, I'm not gonna say his name, but he said, no good marriage ever ended in divorce.
That's awesome. Say it again.
No good marriage ever ended in divorce. So
I mean, hey,
I was like, you know what? That shit makes sense to me. And as much as I pretend,
I agree.
I don't know. I wouldn't pretend. I was like, yeah, we had a lot of issues the last couple of years, but
true.
It got down to this. But it's okay.
But by the way, great. It's just, La portador de la verdade, the bearer of truth. So let's put it up again. I answered my own question just now, and I drew a little line. It's like, help others here. How can they get to where you are? And you're like, step aside. Here's the list. I'm going to tell you some more stories about how I did it, and there's a list, and guys will figure it out. And it's true. Guys need lists. So here you go. Talk to someone. Number one, we just talked about how important that is to find a resonance or someone that can understand your resonance and can not necessarily come to your level and wallow in your mire, which is different than misery loves company, right? We were talking about that before. Mm-hmm. Misery loves company. The saying itself is, you're feeling low, I'm feeling low. Together, let's just feel low and get as much bass out of that as possible and feel. And then I know at least someone else is sharing in it. You know what I mean? I eliminated one thing from the thing. Someone's here feeling shitty and talking bad about the world. I feel like I'm with someone, even though I feel shitty inside, whatever. What you're talking about is something different. That's like a tag team helping, right? That's people coming together and wanting to help, right? So in this case, talk to someone, journal, memorialize. You just gave a number of good examples, and you stressed the importance to you of journaling and memorializing it. Let me also say that I did too. I did it in a number of different ways. You like to write, correct? I like to sometimes write. I like to talk into my phone. That's my thing. And it works because I like to hear myself back, not because I'm narcissistic or anything. I like to hear the inflection. Sometimes I miss something, words.
The tone of your voice, boy.
Right. You've heard your own tone of a voice. If I put a transcript of some of your things, you'd be like, wow, this person's in a little bit of trouble here. I might need to talk to them. And then you go, whoa, I heard what they said now. Because listen, if acting was just reading the stuff off the script, everyone would be a fucking actor, right? So, and you're most real and blah, 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 whatever. So to go back to this, compliment yourself. Another way of saying is support yourself. Be there for yourself. Throw some positive energy, some light on yourself, some gleam. Hey, I did that pretty well. Or like I said the other day, that tasted great. The chicken tacos, you're like that. And I'm like, okay, hey. But then the fifth one, not last because it's the least important. It's the caboose. It's the one that brings everything together, I think, is you're disciplined in your healing. Yeah. It's something you think about every day. It's something you don't take for granted. I almost slipped. You don't take for granted that you need to heal. And I'd like to think that no different than brushing teeth or clipping toenails, right? This is not a one-time thing.
That's a lifestyle.
That's a lifestyle. So it could be the G style. But for us, a G plan to healing, it's a G plan to living. I could even put the G plan to serenity. I mean, because it's allowing you to get rid of all that stuff that was inside of you somehow, some way, some shape.